used to have issues with crosses. If I went in a home and I saw flowers on the wall, pretty, and if I saw artwork on the wall, that's nice, and different pictures of family, and then I'd turn and I'd see some crosses, and I'd be like, oh, it was like a negative response to seeing crosses, because it was kind of like a Christian that feels like Jesus died for me, and so therefore I get to do whatever I want. You're probably taking things very lightly, and you're taking my God very lightly, and what he did on the cross very lightly and almost selfishly, in a way that those crosses mean like, I'm good to go, and I get to do whatever I want. It felt a little bit cocky, or I don't know, just felt like they didn't understand the true meaning of Jesus dying on the cross, and that they were taking advantage of that. So I didn't like seeing the cross around. And I was also taught, like, don't wear a cross, don't have a cross in your home, don't wear the cross necklaces, because that's focusing too much on his death instead of on his life. We're focusing on the torture instrument, not on his living again and what he does now today, instead of a piece of history. So it really separated me from whoever had that cross, as kind of a me and them sort of a thing. I used to view Jesus dying on the cross as just part of the story. So it wasn't a surprise that Jesus died on the cross for our sins, just very kind of cliche almost, just part of the Easter story. It hurt a lot, obviously, so he loved us enough that he would go through all that pain, and that it mostly was about his resurrection. Physical death, physical resurrection, mostly happened in the garden, was what I was told. Now I see it as beautiful, like emotion comes in my heart. It reminds me of Jesus Christ and this new family of Christ that I belong to. And everywhere I go where I see that cross, I know that I'm going to be surrounded by my family. And it just has brought really wonderful memories and thoughts to my mind when I see the cross. The cross itself is in the Bible as something that we should talk about and that we should remember. And so I realized I'd been taught wrongly that the cross is really important itself. And now I see that what he did on the cross was a symbol of the greatest love story that could ever be told. So the fact that our God came down, I mean, when you see the depravity of man and the depth and the space between where I am and where God is, and for him to come down and sweep in and come and get me and say, come back to me, I'm willing to do all of this for you. I think that God had to come and die on the cross to break our hearts for him. Like, to do that powerful thing and to wake us up to the realization of how good he is and how much he loves us. I compare it to, like, if crossing a railroad track and there's a train coming and the train's about to hit me and my friend pushes me off the tracks and the train hits him instead. I turn around and I see that. I'm like, that should have been me that died. And he took my place for the rest of my life.